So I'm on the final week before I'm unloading from my training because I've been training hard for about 3 weeks. And last Saturday, I actually got a small little dunk. It wasn't the best dunk, but it was a dunk. And I got this on my 3rd week of training, which is not very like expected because it's after 3 weeks of hard training. So I should be pretty fatigued. And I definitely did train hard for those 3 weeks. So that is actually a very good sign that this Saturday should be a pretty good jumping day for me, and I'll keep you guys updated on that one. But don't see this as something that is like an all the time thing. This is just more of a good day because when you're training when you're progressing towards anything, but in our case, let's say we're training for vertical jump. When you're progressing towards anything, you are gonna have your bad days and you're gonna have your good days. It's gonna be more of a half and half. It's never gonna be always good days, or if it's always bad days, it's gonna be like split, like maybe like 33% good days, 33% bad days, and then the other 33% are average. So make sure to have that expectation when you're training towards something, when you're progressing towards anything. Again, in our case, vertical jump training. So let's say that if you're training for your vertical jump, make sure to have that in mind and expect that. Don't think that it's always going to be good or it's always going to be bad, or it's always going to be average. It's going to be a mix of all 3 of those things. But this is pretty unexpected. So when you train, you're going to get fatigued, and I was definitely pretty fatigued, but I was a little caffeinated this day. But when it comes to fatigue, there's short-term and long-term fatigue. Short-term fatigue, think of it as like workout to workout. You do a hard workout, and then after, you're not going to be like obviously feeling 100% because you basically just like murked your body in the weight room. So now you gotta rest and recover for the next day or the day after that, if you're gonna take a rest day, depending on how your training is set up. And then long term is gonna be accumulated over months and months of training, months and months of hard training that you do. And then the way you unload from that is then you focus on a cycle that is gonna be focused on just maintaining like strength. So then your body can still keep the adaptation and then be able to unload from that, which is not exactly unloading. It's not like you're like cutting the volume to the point where you're detraining. You have enough volume to where you can maintain that strength, and then while you maintain that strength, you don't lose adaptation, and then you can receive the benefits of adaptation from all the previous months of training. But yeah, with that being said, how I mentioned the 33%, good, average, bad days, all those days is what you got to push through to be successful and great at something, and to be able to just reap the rewards of actually training hard and training to increase your vertical jump. And then always celebrate the good days. The good days are those days where, something happened before that was the reason that you had a good day. So think of what happened on those good days and then try to make more of them. And then the more those good days come, the more, motivating they will be. But you never want to rely on motivation, especially when it comes to training. You want to make it a habit, so then you don't have to rely on motivation. You don't have to wake up and think, I got to do the training today. And it's like, when you make it a habit, you're not going to think, oh shit, I got to do the training today. Oh fuck, you wake up and if it's a day, like, okay, I'm training today, it's like, you don't even have like a thought about it. It's like, you already know it's going to happen. You already know you're going to get the work done. That's what it actually feels like to make it a habit, to actually put in the work. So like last episode, I was mentioning how you shouldn't rely on caffeine. It's literally like the same thing. Don't rely on motivation, because motivation is always limited. Obviously when you're motivated, it's going to be easier to do things, but then when you're not motivated, it's not like, when you actually want to do this shit, it's not that, I'm motivated. It's like, okay, I already know it's going to get done today. It's like, you're not dragging yourself out of bed to do it either. It's like, if you really got to drag yourself and force yourself to do it, either you're like too fatigued and you're doing something wrong, maybe, or maybe it's just not for you, to be honest, or maybe you're not confident enough in that what you're doing is right, which is something I definitely struggled with before, until I got coaching and like programming for my workouts. So now I am actually confident in what I'm doing, so I can just wake up, look at my phone, and go on about my day. But with that being said, coaching is also a very important thing to have. So Yeah, anyway, with all that being said, that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, like and subscribe, comment if you have any questions. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.